Hi, I'm Federico with Cuttle, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use Cuttle to make a personalized ornament and then cut it with Glowforge. Let's start by customizing the project in Cuttle. Here at the top of the template page, I can click on Customize this template, and that takes me to the place where I can personalize my ornament. So I'm going to type the name that I want. And when I'm ready, I can click on the blue Download SVG button to get the file that I need. This project has three different operations that we're going to assign on the laser software. The first one is an engraving operation for the year and the paw. The second one is a scoring operation for the lines in between the letters. And the last one is the cutting operation to separate our pieces from the material. If you're not familiar with scoring, it is very similar to cutting in that the laser follows the line, but it is done at a lower power or at a higher speed, so it doesn't cut all the way through, but instead leaves a really neat mark. And that mark is what makes these letters really pop. Here on the Glowforge web app, our first step is to bring the file we got from Cuttle. So I'm going to click on Upload from File. Then I'm going to choose the SVG I got from Cuttle and then click Open. Now we need to assign the settings for each one of the operations that the project requires. I'll show you how to do it with one of the presets that Glowforge has, but I'll also show you how to do it with any other material. So let's start by choosing a material here. So I'm going to select the medium draft board in this case. And so we have three different operations that we need to do, outlined here on the left-hand side. If your cut lines are showing dashes like here, that means we need to move them into the cutting area first. So I'm going to drag them a little bit over here. So for the first operation, we want to engrave the year and the paw. Then for the second operation, Glowforge selected a cut, but we actually want a score for that one. So I'm going to click here and then select the score. And I recommend that you use the high quality score in this case. And down here, we have the last operation, which is going to cut the pieces. This project has two layers that we want to cut out of two different materials. So on the Glowforge app, I can simply drag the stuff I don't want to cut for the moment outside of the work area. So in this case, I'm going to start with the front layer. And when I'm ready, I can hit print. And once that piece is done, I can simply grab it, put it outside of the work area, and then bring my second layer in. And now I can hit print again. If you're using a material that is not in the Glowforge library, I'll show you how to select the settings manually. For the first engraving operation, we can click here and then click on manual settings. And in this case, I'm going to select full speed and full power. For the scoring, the lines in between the letters, I can click here to enter the settings. I'm going to select score, choose manual. And in this case, I'm going to use 125 for speed and 20 for power. For the cut settings, I'm going to click here. I'm going to select the manual option, and I will do 147 for the speed and then full power. These numbers are, of course, only suggestions, so you might have to do some research and tests on the materials that you have to get good results. Now that the pieces are cut, let's look at the assembly. I chose white for my first layer and walnut for the second layer. To glue them together, I cut the first layer with some dual-tied, double-sided adhesive. So it's a matter of removing the protective film, then lining up the two layers and applying some pressure to activate the bond. To hang the ornament, I'm adding about 12 inches of string with a small loop and a wooden bead to finish it off. It's that easy to make a personalized ornament with Cuttle. One final optional feature I wanted to explain for Glowforge users is that when you download your SVG, by clicking the button, you get this option to optimize it for different devices. So you can click here and choose Glowforge. This option will recolor the inner pads so you can do those separately from the outer pads. I'll show you what that looks like on the Glowforge web app. Before, we only had three operations. We had the engrave, the score, and one cut. But now we have two separate cuts. This one right here, the second to last, is only doing the inside cuts on this layer, and the inside cut, that's only the hole on the second layer. And the reason to do this is that if you were to do your outside cuts first, your piece might fall out of the main sheet of material, and then the other cuts and engraves might be slightly misaligned. By using the Optimize for Glowforge option, you can make sure that every inside operation is done before the final cutting of the piece.